No. No mentioning. No mentioning now. CO Dragon. No. No. On Tuesday, we'll definitely take it up. Tuesday, mention on Tuesday. Huh. Yes.
This matter is listed at my instance. I am suffering a demolition order, and demolition is underway at the moment today, madam. Today is the date they fixed for demolition. But I have challenged the order of demolition passed by the subdivisional officer and subdivisional magistrate. My lord, before going into the impugn order, may I take my lord to the High Court order that was passed by this Honorable High Court, which is at page 39.
Service has been affected on all the parties.
My lord.
Service has been affected on all.
Yes, my lord. Affidavit of service is filed even
Fine.
after mentioning.
Private party.
After mentioning,
Right.
I have informed them. My lord.
And Pradhan, who is respond number? Pradhan. Pradhan, 518. Sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes.
My lord, page 39, I was invited my lord to come to. This is the Honorable High Court's order. This was passed in a writ petition filed by the private respondents. Well, they complained of an illegal construction at my instance. That's why they came up in this writ application. Now, my lord, if I may place this order, this is very important. This is very important. My lord, on page 2 of the order, that is at page 40 of the writ petition. Well, the second paragraph I am placing from. Report filed by the block development officer and the Pradhan, submitted through the learned advocate for the state respondents, are taken on record. The report indicates that the construction of the petitioner is also not in accordance with the plan. Deviation in the construction of the respondent number 9 was also detected. As the Panchayat authorities have already been approached, the writ petition is disposed of with a direction upon the concerned Gram Panchayat to treat the writ petition as a representation and decide the issues raised in accordance with law. While doing so, the following procedure shall be adopted. Now, this procedure is very important. A. An inspection shall be conducted. Such inspection shall be held in the presence of the petitioner and the respondent number 9. An advance notice of the inspection shall be served upon the petitioner and the respondent number 9 and all other interested parties. If the parties are not available to accept notice, the same shall be affixed at a conspicuous place in the respective premises. B. In case, my lord, first is inspection. B. In case it is found on preliminary inspection that there may be reasons to believe that the construction was without permission and was continuing, the authorities may take such interim measures by stopping such construction. Stop work. C. The report of such inspection shall be prepared along with the sketch map indicating the extent and nature of unauthorized construction, if any. Extent and nature, my lord, was directed to be ascertained. Now, my lord, D. Such report shall be handed over to the parties. E. A hearing shall be given to the petitioner and the respondent number 9. The parties must also be allowed to furnish their written objection/version to the said report and adduce oral and documentary evidence in support of their contentions before the competent authority. All points raised by either party will be decided. F. A reasoned order shall be passed and communicated to the parties. On the basis of what transpires at the hearing and during inspection, the proceedings shall be reached to its logical conclusion in terms of section 23 subsection 5 of the West Bengal Panchayat Act. Now, my lord, the court has not gone into merits of the claims. This order shall not prevent the Panchayat authorities from taking necessary action if the petitioner's construction is also found to be contrary to the permission or in violation of the law. The entire exercise shall be completed within a period of 4 months from the date of communication of this order. The question of title, possession, and boundary, etc., shall not be decided by the Panchayat authorities. The only question to be decided by the Panchayat authorities would be whether the construction had been made without any permission and or in violation of the building rules and the relevant laws. Well, I'm stopping there. Well, exhaustive guidelines, exhaustive procedure has been laid down by the Honorable Coordinate Bench while passing this order. Now, my lord, I'll invite my lord to come to page 51. That is the impugned order sheets. The final order, my lord, I'll place the entire sheet. This is the proceeding before the concerned subdivisional officer. Page 51. Has my lord got it? Annexure P7. My lord, I'll just, in gist, I'll place these orders and the impugned order I'll place in detail. First date before the concerned subdivisional officer, 6th August 2024, as would appear from the order sheet. 6th August, what happens? Case record is put up for hearing and disposing of the matter in terms of law. I'm just reading the last operative portion. Service return is not received and all the respondents as well the petitioner are absent. Next date is given. Next, my lord, 20th September 2024, after almost 1.5 months. Respective Pradhan is directed to serve the reasoned order to all the concerned parties. This order be served upon the petitioner on proper application. Next date of hearing. Here, the petitioner was present. My client, that is the respondent, was not present. The next is after almost 2.5 months, 4th December 2024. Case record put up, Shravani Korpa, that is the private respondent herein, and the petitioner there. He was present and respective Pradhan did not serve the reasoned order. I was still not served till 4th December, my lord. I was not appearing because I was not served. Now, my lord, the last portion of that, 29th January 2025 order. Case record is put up for hearing and disposing of the matter in terms of law. The BLLRO Baruipur, along with the revenue inspector and the Pradhan mother at Gram Panchayat, was present. Shravani Korpa also was present and represented by learned advocate. The respondent in WPA number 2014 of 2022, this is the writ petition filed by the private respondents hearing. Pradeep Korpa was also present. Respective Pradhan is, Pradeep Korpa is my client, the petitioner hearing. Respective Pradhan is directed to submit a detailed report about construction made by opposite parties at the earliest. Petitioner and the respondent in WPA number 2014 of 2022, Pradeep Korpa, asked to submit written submissions, if any, at the earliest. Well, this is the order of 29 January 2025. I have assailed the order of 30th January, the very next order, my lord. After 29 January, the next date is fixed. But no date was fixed on 29 January. It was taken up suo motu, my lord, on 30th January. I'll place that. The Pradhan mother at Gram Panchayat has submitted a report via his memo number 62/so-and-so dated 30th January, stating that the construction in bracket staircase made over dag number such and such, moja such and such, jail number at Madarat near Ishan Chandra Balika Vidyalaya was without permission from Gram Panchayat. Hence, in compliance of the order of the Honorable High Court, Calcutta, regarding WPA number 2014 of 2022, Shravani Korpa versus the State of West Bengal, demolition of the unauthorized staircase made over dag number such and such and the property description will be executed on 20th February 2025 from 12 noon onwards. Sri Shourab Maji WBCS such and such is directed to supervise the demolition work of the unauthorized buildings and to perform magisterial duty in the specified place on 20th February 25 on and from 12 noon onwards, keeping close liaison with the inspector in charge, Baruipur Police Station and Pradhan Madarat Gram Panchayat till the completion of the demolition process. The Pradhan Madarat Gram Panchayat is directed to provide infrastructural support. A compliance report should be submitted to the undersigned positively after completion of demolition for onward transmission. BL and LRO Baruipur is directed to identify the illegal construction to be demolished during the said demolition. Thus, the order of the Honorable Court is complied. Well, in this order, there is no discussion regarding the matter. There is no discussion whether ascertainment of unauthorized illegal construction was made or not. This report, which was submitted by the Pradhan Gram Panchayat, well, this report was not made over to me. I was not given any chance to deal with that. My lord, on 29 January, they say I have to submit written submission, if any. On the next day, they don't wait for anything, my lord. They don't even give me a report. They directly pass an order of demolition. My lord, Honorable High Court, as I was placing, my lord, at page 39, Honorable High Court has laid down extensive procedure. You have to provide me with the sketch map and report, and then you have to give me an opportunity of hearing. I have to give him the opportunity to submit a written submission and then lead evidence. Nothing has been done, my lord. Absolutely illegally.
Okay.
29 January hearing, 30th January order passed.
Yes.
My lord, my lord, page 49. This is the written submission by the petitioner. 29th January, that on the date fixed for hearing. Petitioner was present and he submitted the written presentation.
Where it is recorded that he submitted them?
Well, it was prepared. It was just prepared.
No, if you follow the orders he has indicated, in all the orders, the next date was fixed. Save and accept on 29 January 2025.
I appear next day demolition order passed.
Sir, please.
I'm sorry.
So, after 29 January 2025, when is to file the written submissions, that has not been indicated. Now, whether any notice was given after that for him to appear and file the written submissions?
His submission clearly admits that there is no sanction in respect of the.
No, that is separate issue. That is on merits. But so far as the order is concerned, it is indicated that hearing has to be given.
He may be given another opportunity to place his case. I think.
Yes.
My lord, in this matter, my lord, there was an unauthorized construction has been made. After passing of this order, this is, my lord, the photographs. After passing of this order, my lord, they are not stopping the unauthorized construction. The day by day, my lord, construction is going on. Thereafter, my lord, they have been, my lord, the sketch map, which has been, my lord, made over to the Pradhan at the time of the, my lord, inquiry and inspection by the BLRO. So, my lord, it just found that there was an unauthorized construction. On the basis of the report, my lord, the SDO has passed an order and taken a necessary step for demolition of the unauthorized structure. And there is no logical conclusion about the order passed by this honorable court. Yes. 29 September 2022. And there was a direction and contempt proceeding is pending before this honorable court.
What is the order passed in the contempt proceeding?
That is, my lord, the 29 September 2022 order passed by this honorable court. And if it is found, my lord, unauthorized, that should be, my lord, pass the order necessary direction to, my lord, pass a necessary order and to go logical conclusion and to demolish the. That is one last paragraph, that is page 42. That was.
So what is the last order passed in contempt proceeding?
My lord, in this petition,
You have annexed the order?
there is a contempt petition number.
Where is the order?
That is, my lord, contribution of CPN 58-2086 of 2023. My lord, copy.
অর্ডারটা কি হয়েছে? লাস্ট অর্ডারটা কি হয়েছে? What is the last order passed?
Last order, my lord, which is, my lord, pending before the, my lord, justice other coordinate bench.
দেখো তো এটা কি আছে লাস্ট অর্ডার?
The change of the, my lord, the Pradhan, new incumbent has not been, my lord, the major party to the proceeding. Notice has not been served. And there is not a single averment that he has the sanction plan in respect of the staircase. It's not a single averment in the if it is unauthorized, admitted unauthorized. My landed friend, I raised the question of only the technical.
Well, compliance of my Honorable High Court's order is a technicality now, as per my learned senior friend, my lord. Very unfortunate, my lord.
Then you agitate your grievance before the court taking up contempt matters? When your order is passed over them to comply and staying off or the setting aside of the order, I don't think that will be.
I don't believe we are appearing in that matter.
Why should that?
We are not a party.
Why should
Or file an application, get yourself admitted. There is an order, compliance in the meantime. How the order will be set aside? How the order of the honorable court will be set aside? They have.
I am not against the
No.
compliance, but I have to given an opportunity as per the Honorable Court's order, my lord.
Go and agitate your point before
I
the
was a party in the contempt
so
proceeding.
affidavit of service filed on behalf of the petitioner
For the
is
time
taken
being,
on no.
is the demolition. Well, if the demolition is done, everything will become infructuous.
Affidavit of service filed on behalf of the petitioner is taken on
We are
record.
not a party, my lord. At least
The
the demolition
this
proceeding, I'll
writ
take up,
petition has been
I'll file
this writ petition
appropriate
has been
application.
filed for quashing of order dated 30th January 2025, passed by respondent number 3. Subdivisional officer, Baripur subdivision. The petitioner contains that in the earlier writ petition, being WPA 2014 of 2022, direction was passed upon the Pradhan Gram Panchayat, local Gram Panchayat, to conduct inspection and report of such inspection along with sketch map be handed over to the parties. Upon such inspection, no such inspection report has been handed over. The petitioner appeared before the concerned authority and was asked to submit written submissions. However, without hearing the petitioner, the impugned order dated
30th January.
that way January 2025 has been passed. Hence this writ petition. Mr. Lolit Mohan Mahatal and additional government pleader submits that the petitioner has already submitted his written submissions before the concerned authority. Learned advocate appearing for the respond number 9 submits that there has been violation in the work of construction undertaken by the petitioner.
And that has been inquired into after giving opportunity, page 46, my lord.
Like in the map, there is new construction on part of the respondent as well.
I have
It is,
sanctioned
it is
that.
pointed out.
এখনো কিছু করার নেই বাবু। হ্যাঁ কি বললাম by the petitioner. For execution of the earlier order, a contempt application has been filed, being CPAN 586 of 2023, which is pending before the court taking up contempt matters. It is found that the orders passed by the subdivision respondent number 3 subdivision officer Baripur is annexed to the writ petition, being annexure P7 at page 51, shows that such orders have been passed pursuant to the order passed in the writ petition, being WPA 2014 of 2022. It is further, a contempt petition has also been filed by the respondent number 9 which is pending. Orders has been passed for compliance of the earlier order passed in the writ petition. Such being the position, this court finds that it would not be proper to interdict the earlier orders passed by this court. Accordingly, the petition for sort of merit, WPA number such and such, stands dismissed.
But take back the quantum application.
Take it back.
Quantum application. Quantum application.
Oh. And Mr. Das, where is
My lord, may I file?
at last? He was there earlier. Yes,
My lord,
Madam
may I
Mukherjee.
file the affidavit of service, and I would also pray for leave to file a supplementary affidavit, my lord, because due to inadvertent certain readings.
I think stated earlier, my lord, only at about 1:30, my lord, have got the mail. I have no, I
My
have
lord,
not
take.
taken as the action for the week. But still I have not received it. Not know or my lord for the very deep file.
Okay.
I am appearing
Let
on behalf of the respondent number 8 and 9.
Private.
Private respondent, earlier I have the writ petitioner, I filed the writ petition on the basis of that. Demolition order has been passed. You are the private respondent, now my lord, he is the petitioner, I am the private.
I think from morning and because my lord I had to put the proper instruction.
Provide-
My lord,
Provide the
let there
copy.
be an undertaking that they will not demolish.
My lord, I have been instructed or my lord, within my lord, coming Friday will not be removed.
My lord, before the next date of hearing, they will not demolish. That should be.
Only on.
My lord, that.
So let us find out whether any contempt petition has been filed.
No, 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 no,
What
no.
is this?
This is.
I did not file any contempt petition.
In this case, contempt.
There is no question of any contempt.
I have the writ petition.
But if your lordship grants them time, the undertaking should be such that before the next date of hearing, they will not take any steps for demolition.
I am taking only 1 week at
My lord, I am ready to move the matter today. He is asking for time.
My next Thursday, my lord.
Affidavit of service.
I have filed, my lord.
10, my lord, on 10th matter.
Affidavit of Affidavit of service filed on behalf of the petition is taken on record. On the prayer of learned advocate for the petitioners, leave is granted to file. Give a copy of the supplementary affidavit.
No, no.
On the prayer of learned advocate for the petitioner, leave is granted to file supplementary affidavit. Supplementary affidavit filed on behalf of the petition is taken on record.
আমাকে দিলে তোমার মামলাই হবে না ঠিক আছে তোমারও মামলাও হবে না
Achha. Learned advocate appearing for respondent number 7, Pradhan 1 number Jalpai Bokuri Gram Panchayat seeks accommodation. Since he has not received proper instructions. At this stage, learned advocate for the petitioner submits that till the matter is taken up for hearing in the next date, no such coercive steps be taken by the Pradhan is the
Executing authority is Pradhan.
learned advocate representing Pradhan undertakes that no such coercive action will be taken by respondent number Tiyadin Pradhan till the next date. Please this matter, let the matter appear on Friday the রেখে দিন আমরা রিটার্নেবল এর টপে দেখো যদি 11th ফ্রাইডে হয় কেন 10th
10th,
ঠিক আছে
remaining in the same position.
So what you do, you come up with a report, not verbal instruction. You file a report.
If report there is some time into it. A report.
So what extra you will incorporate in the report?
I have not gone through the piece, my lord. What is the order passed by
তাহলে
the
এক্সটেন্ডই হতে থাকবে কত আছে তাহলে নেক্সট টপ এটা রেখে দাও থার্সডেতে টপ 2 আন্ডার রিটার্নেবল মোশন টপ 2 on 10th returnable motion goes to return huh? Not under motion it will be top 2 under returnable motion কটার সময় আসে ওটা বলে দিন 3:30 on Thursday.
The order reflects that the Pradhan has submitted the report on 11th March that there is no permission. The
I have
my lord,
to- I have
order
to correct.
order reflects.
I have to correct. I have not.
My lord, I have, if that is so, if my learned friend is willing to go into the merits, let me place my case.
Come up with the instruction on next day we'll dispose of.
Orders are being passed without hearing, without
He is
giving.
the king of panchayat, so therefore he can do anything.
No.
My lord, he will teach us everything because he is in education.
I am not in any.
Okay, thank you.
I am a junior.
On
My lord,
10.
only the point of concern is that your lordship had directed it to be taken up at 3:30. My lord, in most of the days, we are not sure what will happen at 3:30.
Okay, if it is 3:30 mention on 2 p.m. I'm not taking up returnable motion and if it is put in the motion then it will go down.
Order to
Since he
Madam,
has
they
to
are
take instruction.
steps till the
Yes,
next date of
of course,
hearing.
no.
That order is there.
আর ভাববেন না। Yes.
8 হবে গো।
So 64. Mr. So-and-so learned advocate for the petitioner submits that the petitioner does not intend to proceed further with the civil revisional application. He files written instruction which is taken on record. In view of such submissions, the civil revision being number CO number 3313 of 2022 stands dismissed as withdrawn. Interim order, if any, stands vacated or all connected applications are urgent for resolution. Withdrawn.
This is my application, my lord. I am also seeking a similar relief. My lord. Only one indulgence, I am seeking leave to file proceeding before the appropriate forum, my lord, in accordance with law. My lord, why I am seeking this indulgence, my lord, page 109 is the appeal order, my lord. This is arising out of the order passed by the insurance ombudsman, my lord. I have already filed one complaint before the consumer forum, my lord. So I want to proceed my case with the consumer forum, my lord. That is the only reason I am seeking this liberty from your lordship. Page 109 is the order, my lord, passed by the insurance ombudsman, my lord. The reason arising out of this order, my lord. It is dated 29 September 2023.
109.
109 is the order passed by the insurance ombudsman. I filed my complaint before the my consumer forum, my lord. So I want to pursue my case before the consumer forum.
Ashu. All allegations. When you filed this application, that particular application before the
Consumer forum was not there, my lord. I filed it in 2024, my lord, whereas this revision was filed in 2023.
but then this was not indicated to the court at the first instance when the matter was taken up on 7th February.
My lord, at that time, my lord, I have taken change, my lord. I have instructed my client that this is wrongly been filed, my lord. You should withdraw this and pursue the claim before the consumer forum, my lord. This is not
Mr.
the purpose,
So
my lord.
learned advocate for the petitioner submits that the present revisional application has been wrongly filed before the Honorable Court. The petitioner has already challenged the impugned order passed by Insurance Ombudsman Kolkata in connection with award number I0/KOL/A/HI/0622/2324 before the
The District Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission, Unit 2, Kolkata. The case number CC stroke 40 stroke 2024.
write it down and give it.
Because in the letter, my lord, the client has indicated it.
Give a copy of this letter. কি বললাম লাস্টে? District Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission, Unit 2, Kolkata. Which is the appropriate forum. He seeks for withdrawal of the present civil revisional application. He files a copy of the written instruction which is taken on record. Seeks for withdrawal with leave to pursue the application before the appropriate forum. কি বলছেন? ওই তো বলেছে শ্রীকুমার ভূতরা জিমেল মেলে পাঠিয়েছেন। In view of the above submissions, the civil revision being CO 4394 of 2023 is dismissed as withdrawn with liberty to the petitioner to pursue the application before the appropriate application being CC 40 of 2024 before the appropriate forum. All connected applications, interim or even. Yes. No.
It will be CC 140, my lord. It is wrongly written 40, my lord. Kindly record 140, my lord. It will be
1400.
only 140, my lord. CC 140. It is wrongly, my lord, typed here for CC 40 of 20.
Oh, number to dog dog. Get it.
My lord, there is no need of writing the number. Wait to that. My lord.
Affidavit of service. বেয়ারার গুলো এ করেছো রিকুয়েশন করে দিয়েছেন তো?
I'm for number 2 in this matter.
You are for?
I'm for number 2. Jila Pulsar.
Great. সভাধিপতি
Grand Milo. Without giving compensation Milo. In my constructed metal, I give one of the another. The local ground is being that is 7. You might not retain that metal road upon my right land. Thereafter, my file includes my right land. Thereafter, my one construct road Thereafter, I demand the drafting and that is also denied. That is why I have come in.
Over which plot? Your plot.
Road number by road. 542. 31 and they have my lord they have constructed my lord the metal road upon east south corner of my land and the measuring 1700 li. Want to construct my lord metal road. So my lord, so you can acknowledge that. That is page my lord,
Who is making construction?
Panchayat authority.
Oh,
They are not here.
I have given notice to all the respondents, my lord, and I have made the respondent, my lord, the respondent number 2, Sabhapati Panchayat, Sabhadipati, Purba Medinipur,
Already I am
1998,
appearing. That's not
BDO,
true.
Pradhan, Kajlagod, Gram Panchayat,
hmm.
officer in charge, BDO, and local elected Gram Panchayat member.
Yes.
6 can say so. 6 is the local pradhan. He can say what is the present position of the land.
The video can also say.
Other than that, I am the Jila Pur. Other than that, Lord, BLRO can ascertain whether the land has been enclosed by on the construction of road or not. BLRO can say. BLRO is the respondent 8. Lord, see, direct the BLRO will not file a report. In the,
Why the video will file a report?
No, BLRO can measure the land. Survey is required. Lord, whether his land has been enclosed or not, BLO also can, but in the land, BLO is the authority. You also knows that.
No, video will file a report.
BLO is the respondent 8 is there.
Hassan,
So BLO can tell, BLO can assist the video, then video can
affidavit of service filed on behalf of the petition is taken on record. The petitioner contains that the local Gram Panchayat has undertaken construction of a road, metal road, over his plot of land. Representations were submitted before the authority concerned for redressal of such grievance. However, no steps has been taken, hence this writ petition. Despite service, none appears on behalf of the Pradhan. Respond number. Pradhan 6. Pradhan Kajlagod Gram Panchayat. State is directed to furnish report to respond number 5, PDO Bhagwanpur 1, with regard to the issues raised in the present writ petition on the returnable date. Release this matter after. কবে যাবে ও ডেট বলে 2 weeks পর দেবো রিটার্নেবল কাটে 17th April under the heading returnable motion.
on 20. Also.
Matter has come before your lordship. So my lord is the separate order is required to pass because of that separate plot of land. That is the.
I have the state, my lord.
Well, there is the allegation before your lord, well, I made the submission last occasion. That plot in question, my lords.
This you are moving 302.
I have alleged the private respondent as making the unauthorized construction. He might have the counter placarding, that is the last item. So that later on. So now my lord is kindly come to page 11. The construction. So now it appears from the record of rights. So now it is the settled law, losses know the Rule 26 of the West Bengal Gram Panchayat Administrative Rules. Unless and until the record of right that will change, that will come to the past two, no permission can start. Apart from this, now kindly come to page 12. Now, I made an application under RTI. Concerned Gram Panchayat informed me. Kindly note it. The plot number is very important. 644. যার ভূমি চরিত্র পুকুর পার no permission has been obtained from the concerned Gram Panchayat. Now, then next page. So for the permission is one thing, conversion is another thing that will be provided under the West Bengal land contract. Now, page 13. So it appears from that is also without the conversions, they are making the unauthorized construction. Now I lodge a complaint before the authority concerned, that is the Pradhan. That is page 15.
Yes.
Now the fundamental issue before your lords is people fundamental issue. Without any conversion, the local Gram Panchayat may not pass granted any sanction plan. But it appears from the record, no sanction plan has been granted by the concerned Gram Panchayat. But second submission before your lordship is the settled law in the division with head. He is not the absolute owner of the particular plot in question. So if any person want to make any construction, the co-owner's permission consent is required. There is no the permission from the.
But then in the record of rights,
In the name of part, he is not the absolute owner. Kindly see, he is 8 decimal. Total land, my lords, 11 decimal. I am the co-owner. I have described, I have given the next annexure. Out of 29 decimal,
29.
he,
29?
so now
He is having 8.
So now he, but apart from this is the this is the latest position of the law I am relying, and now sanction plan, which has not been obtained, it appears from the record. So my lord, it is quite clear, my lords, the authority concerned may be directed to look into the matter, the allegation. Then after giving an opportunity, whatever is the proceeding with Biswajit Pramani case, lordship also yesterday also held appeal, that judgment also appealed today, my lord, in the appeal. So now I'm giving a direction, the praying for before your lordship, give a direction upon the jurisdictional Pradhan to give an opportunity of hearing and passing decision. That is, my lord, so far my case is concerned, this is the first item. And my lord, third item I will have. Now the second, my lord, the same pleading. Second item.
Second is your petitioner.
So my learned friend, in this respect, the answer then I will come.
Item number 70, Milord, my client is Madhavi Shankar. I do not know, Milord, at least upon my client, no copy has been served. I do not know whether she is a party or not. If 70 Madhavi Shankar is not a party, I am not a
All right, my lord,
Madhavi Shardar is a party in 302.
Madhavi Shankar is a party, Milord, in 69.
yes, that will be.
That I am taking a 70, Milord, I do not know.
No, I am not placing. I am not
Is
placing.
a party or not, whether I do not know, Milord, because no copy has been served.
My lord, 70 will come later on. 69 lordship passes order, then I will come, my lord, the 60. I have served or not, then I will satisfy.
69 you argue. Who is for the state? 69. You are for the state.
So now, my lord, may I give it the similar order passed by this honorable?
No, let Mr. Bhattacharya argue in 69.
Very old construction. The purchase period, the building it was standing there, Millard, for long period of time we have purchased. But it's not at all a new construction.
So,
It's standing there, Millard, for several years.
My lord, my instruction is please he purchased in 2020. I have the deed, I have the, but I am not placing today. Let them to decide. Authority concern will decide.
It was standing there, Millard, we have purchased land with structure, it was long there, but several decades.
Now, let them to decide.
state.
Let it be said, the representation is there, my lord, page 17.
Okay.
15 is the, my lord, is the first jurisdictional authority, that is the contract. And that is your 20.
পঞ্চায়েত এটা বইটা দাও না 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 এইটা পঞ্চায়েতের বইটা নেই এখানে
Rule 23 has been considered my lord as a short pass. So if your lordship is there, then I can have no worry. And if your lordship, the similar order has been passed by your lordship, lots of order has been passed. So if it is required, my lord, then I can place. That's home no plan.
He says that there is a construction which is a decade old. No new construction is there.
That is my specific stand.
Everything is, if a inspection is held by the panchayat, then you will find out whether it is a new construction or old one. Then
Yes, yes.
this can be ascertained. In the other matters,
Other parts, I will have 71.
Let it be separated, better for your knowledge.
Ashwin, this writ petition has been filed.
সার্ভিসটা হয়েছে কি এই শোনো পেয়েছো
আমি আমার দেয়
তোমার দেয়নি হয়তো
Seeking direction upon the respondent authorities to take appropriate legal steps as per the complaint of the petitioner dated 27 December 2024. The petitioner contends that the private respondent number 9 has made construction over the plot LR plot number 644, jail number 40, Mauja Mullikpur, district 24, Pargana South, without obtaining sanctioned building plan, and also without converting the classification of the land from Pukur part, inverted comma, Pukur part to Bastu, which is in violation of the provisions and rules of the Panchayat Act. Representations were made on 27 December 2024 for redressal of such grievance. However, no steps has been taken. Mr. Pankaj Haldar, learned advocate for the petitioner, submits that the land in question has been recorded in the LR record of rights as Pukur Par. Stop. As per Rule 26 of the West Bengal Panchayat within bracket Gram Panchayat Administration bracket close Rules 2004, the Gram Panchayat cannot accord permission for erection of building in respect of a land which is not pastu till the applicant produces an order allowing change of classification of said land by a competent authority. As per the reply to RTI application dated 7th August 2024, no such conversion of the classification of land has been made. The executive assistant Dhanu, what is this panchayat?
Matlab this the Gonurhat.
Dhonurhat, executive assistant Dhonurhat Gram Panchayat has also informed that the Gram Panchayat has not issued any permission for construction. He seeks that direction be issued upon the respondent number
Matlab this 7.
7. No, 8.
Oh, it is the Pradhan.
8. To consider and dispose of the representation of the petitioner dated 27 December 2024. Para, learned advocate for the state respondents, also submits in the similar fashion. Mr. Shaunak Bhattacharya, learned advocate representing private respond number 9, submits that the construction is a old one which has been purchased from one of the co-sharers by the respond number 9. In view of the submissions advanced, the respondent number 8, Pradhan Dhonurhat Gram Panchayat, is directed to consider and dispose of the representation of the petitioner in the following procedure, following the procedure as herein below. প্রসিজারটা নিয়ে নেবেন ওখান থেকে অন্য অর্ডার আছে ওখান থেকে নিয়ে নেবেন this exercise will be completed in the period of 2 months. Petitioner directed to serve a copy of this order upon the Pradhan along with a copy of the representative. Represent disposal of. No? 70.
Matlab this 70 I have start. So my landed pen is not because of the separate, matlab the private responding is the separate, the same plot, my lords.
It is reputable service.
Matlab this start.
They are the purchasers of other plots.
Matlab same plot, another person is making the construction. Matlab this kindly come to page 40 in my petition. That number, my lords. Matlab got it? 14 is Pukutpar, same plots, another persons also making the construction. I lodged a complaint. I got the further instruction. Matlab is page 11. No permission, nothing has been granted. Because of that, matlab rules, matlab the rest and the authority concerned. So that's why the similar reply has been granted. Particular plotting questions.
Upon
Husband and wife.
Pradhan has been served.
24. না যার সাথে দেখতে চাইছে
Pradhan is yes 115. Delivered. Yes, served. Almost similar order. Okay, so. Huh.
ওইটা পরেরটা আছে না মাধব No,
Similar order as 16, sir. So representations গুলো স্টেটের রিপ্রেজেন্টেশনটা আলাদা হয়েছে এনি
Seven.
71 now. You are there? 71? Oh, you are the petitioner now.
It comes to Millard, page 17. On our Millard application for right to information. Millard, the concerned Millard Panchayat Millard, he has given a representative Millard of the reply as per the RTI dated 20th January 2025 about the construction constructed by Rabindranath Modak, son of such and such, village such and such, on land of Major Otikul, jail number 40, Kotiar number 690, plot number 580 and 81, measuring out 7 and 9 decimal respectively. You are seeking for the permission copy of the same. In this regard, you are informed that there is no such permission which has been taken by the said person to construct a Pakka building on the said land from the Dhonurhat Gram Panchayat. Then Millard, this is the thing. Ultimately, Millard, at page 20, Millard, I have given a representation, Millard, to the Pradhan alleging Millard unauthorized construction that has not been considered. Usual
Yes.
order has to be.
So, my lords, here in the case is this, how the person aggrieved. So, my lord, aggrieved means, my lord, neither he is the co-owner, nor has any interest because of that. This is the counter-blast petition as item number 69. He is neither the adjacent owner, and this construction has been made my grandfather in 1950. So now, my lord, I am coming, my lord, I am coming. So now only I have constructed in 2009 addition. I admitted it, 2009 from the fund of the government, PMOIA. So now your lordship knows rule 19(1), no permission is required. That has been, my lord, this is the rule 19(1). Kindly, my lord, is in this matter. My learned friends also, my lord, this, my lord, just a division bench held, my lords. This is the one of the judgment of this, our High Court division bench. My lord Justice Vishwanath Samadar. So now I have the documents. My construction, additional construction, because of that, it is the old building, Kacha building. Then I apply because the authority concerned for my lord for certain the financial benefit, housing benefit, the authority concerned my lord granted, and my lord on that benefit from that fund I have constructed in 2009. That my lord that certificate has been issued by the authority concerned. I have annexed those documents in my lord earlier 60 my lord 70 item. So my lord, here in my lord I want to hand it over the copy of this my lord the documents. So now rule 90, my lord, first of all, kindly see the rule 90. One.
But what I am saying, Millard, is disputed questions cannot be decided by your
No,
lordship.
rule.
Let the entire issue be decided by the Panchayat. Millard, my learned friend will argue, I will dispute. Millard, lordship cannot dispute.
So
this
then, my lord,
disputed
report
when
is
let
required.
it be Millard, decided by the Pradhan itself. All records are before the Pradhan. If I cannot
Pradhan,
substantiate my allegation before the Pradhan, he will dismiss it.
My
That's
lord,
all.
my lord, is the
That's all.
my lord, my submission before your lordship. So far the fund is concerned, Pradhan is not the custodian. It is the my lord only authority is the my lord the jurisdictional block development officer.
Hmm.
So kindly, first of all, Lordship, kindly come to Rule 19(1). Provide. No permission of the content Gram Panchayat shall be required for construction of house under the poverty elevation program.
Provided it is done.
Alleviation program.
So because of that, any the scheme, that
Provided
is
that
the
no
PMOI,
program is-
now at present, the Bangla Awas Yojana, previously it was Indira Awas Yojana. So now in this construct, this respect, my lord, division bench held kindly see one judge. True. We have
তার বাড়ি আওয়াজ যোগে না করা যায়
oh my yes.
না করা যায় দোতলা বাড়ি
আমি যদি টাকা যদি দিই, this kindly come to page learned advocate applications that draw the attention the provision of the West Bengal Compulsory Administrative Law up to date in order to submit that so far the construction of house under the poverty elevation, namely Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana,
If there is-
are concerned, no permission is required from the concerned Gram Panchayat. Learned advocate from Panchayat authority, namely the respondent will also concur with the submission. Thus, perusing the rules and regulations plus no notification and following that, provided no permission of the Gram Panchayat. Now, my lord, this first point is this.
My lord, kindly see the last two paragraphs of this judgment. However, if there exists any private dispute, my lord, approach the competent civil forum.
Yeah.
Then, my lord, this is not, my lord, ultimately, my lord, it has to be sent for consideration. This is not because, no, this was, my lord, the learned single judge had it on merits, that's why. Because, but ultimately, no, I'm not raising any civil
Now,
dispute.
second issue.
Ultimately, this has to be, my lord, decided by the
No,
Panchayat. That's
now
all.
the second issue before your lordship, how he has agreed. Because of that, just because of this is the counter blast, I have lodged a complaint against him, unauthorized construction. He neither the owner of
চিনি জানি, উক্ত
581
ব্যক্তি
580.
উক্ত ব্যক্তি
So, my lord, this
Deepak Mukherjee's judgment has made it clear any taxpayer can come.
no, that is the appeal matter, not,
No,
is
not
the
at all.
writ matter that has been decided, my lord, that he was on his assignment.
এটা পিটিশনের
Judgment.
See, you are claiming your exemption that this construction has been undertaken by you under a alleviation program. So you have to furnish the documents that particular construction is under the alleviation. Otherwise, you are not getting any exemption, right? So you file an affidavit against this writ petition, annexing all those documents that you are under the exemption. Then he can argue on that point whether you fall under the exemption or not.
Yes, well, let it be decided by the Pradhan itself.
Civil court.
Let it be decided by the Pradhan
Affidavit of
itself.
affidavit of what is your affidavit?
Because
Affidavit of service.
So let them to come.
I've sent it for affirmation, my lord. I'll immediately, my lord.
Well, I will file
তাহলে এটা
the-
pass over রাখো।
Well, annex it to all the documents. Here. Pass.
Pass over.
Subject করে দিন।
হ্যাঁ, এক্ষুনি পাঠাচ্ছি। আমি করতে গেছি।
Next.
I'm appearing for the state. 273 matter. Partho Sarathi Bhattacharya appearing on behalf of the petitioner. He engaged in his code number 16 matter. I pray for matter. Only not to the other.
This is that matter in which category was not mentioned.
This is same class of matters in which WPA number 301 has already been dismissed by your lordship. So Mr. Bhattacharya is appearing in this matter. Let the matter be taken up.
So what is the stage in the contempt application?
In the contempt application, I believe.
Affidavits were called.
No, in the contempt application, there was a direction to disclose whether the contempt applicant are successful or not.
Okay.
So that was the last order upon which your lordship was pleased to dismiss WPA 301. This is the order passed in WPA 301. Yet because Mr. Bhattacharya happens to be my chamber senior,
Oh,
that this matter is inconvenience if it is taken up next.
On the prayer of learned advocate for the petitioner, please this matter কবে যাবে রিটার্নে বলে নেক্সট উইকে দিয়ে দিন বলুন 11 72 and 73
He probably we are not appearing for the
আমি
same
এসে গেছি আমাকে তো বিটটা দিতে Milord, very short point is that as to whether in an appointment the particular provisions of the West Bengal Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribe reservation of vacancies in services and post Act 1976 has to be followed on.
I told you on the last occasion
I
that
know.
since
I know,
contempt has
I
been
am
proceeded
faithful to
with,
my lords. Your
I think
lordship
this
has-
point should be decided in that application because they have submitted before the court that there is a final declaration of the results, date are being fixed. For not publication of the results, a contempt application has been filed. So
আগের দিনে যেটা dispose of হয়েছে, dismiss
Just 1 second, Milord. Kindly bear with me. I am sorry, Milord, that I am
final.
causing an
একটু pass over করুন।
inconvenience to my lords. Since you are subject to correction of my lords, your lordship was pleased to indicate that an order was passed in an earlier round of litigation being WPA 16339 of 2021. Now, Milord, against that order, Milord, a mandamus appeal was filed. The appeal was disposed of, and Milord, Milord, a direction was given by the division bench that we appreciate such fair stand of the state. We are of the view that since 120633 aspiring candidates participated in the selection process and in the written examination, and since the OMR sheets are intact, the process that was initiated that should be carried to its logical conclusion in accordance with the applicable rules and law. Any process it remains to be undertaken shall be undertaken as per rules, including holding of the vivavoce and skill test. Milord, these particular observations or the directions which my lords have indicated, Milord, I am not for a second, Milord, because this also amounts.
now
to propriety.
subsequently there is order passed in this contempt proceedings
Yes, that,
wherein
that
this
I am
final
not,
so
I am-
so for that reason this court does not interfere with
I'm grateful.
whether the category is given or not.
One thing,
Since you have a liberty, you can add yourself and also agitate this point that this particular because
I only appeal to my lords that so far as my case is concerned, your lordships may kindly indicate that in view of the direction passed by my lords Milord in respect of pendency of the appeal, that will be taken note of, and I may have an independent right because your lordship is not going into the merits of this matter. Your lordship, Milord, subject to correction, your lordship is not deciding with regard to the lease involved in the matter. Lordship has passed an order having regard to the principles of judicial propriety. Your lordship is saying that since I have passed an order, I am passing the same order in the matter under refer. I have nothing to say against that. But only one thing is that this will not preclude the rights of my clients in respect of asserting about the adherence of these particular provisions.
Yes.
This thing I am only saying, I am saying nothing more, nothing I have to say because that's the reason I told you, Lordship. One second I will be.
so the judgment is order.
Milord, I am.
Lordship, I have handed over this.
My learned junior Milord has handed over this. দেখো তো
একটা করে দিই, the disposal of this writ petition will not preclude the rights of the petition. ঠিক আছে, ফাইল
One small thing, if I may indicate to your lordship, this law has not been referred to in this writ petition. In the writ petition, the main grievance is that they are successful. They have come to know they are successful. Source of such knowledge is not disclosed. Second, in the recruitment notification, as per the recruitment notification, their second grievance is that no cutoff marks has been given, no minimum marks has been disclosed. In the recruitment notification, in the WPA 301, as I have already cited before your lordship, the recruitment notification states that the viva voce list will be prepared in descending order of the marks. So disclosing of marks, if your lordship kindly sees page 43, page 44, there is the mode of examination, which says candidates will be shortlisted for viva voce test from the list prepared in descending order of the marks obtained. So disclosure of written examination marks does not arise here, because this is not a written examination result, my humble submission. It is only a list for calling the next date of interview the candidates who have been shortlisted. In the previous matter, it has fallen from your lordship. If the entire process is concluded, the viva voce and skill test is concluded, thereafter these results will be there. Now the assumption that the petitioners are successful, there is no document to that effect, no RTI, nothing.
I am not
Part
saying
of-
for a, I am not having anything. I am saying, Milord, because what my learned friend is saying, Milord, this I very respectfully submit that it is a well settled proposition of law that, Milord, any particular point of law can be agitated at any stage of the proceeding. It is well settled. My lords have laid down the law for a number of pattern of the judgment. I say, while you process or while you, as there is an observation that the division bench and also the learned advocate general who appeared, my lord, had fairly submitted before the court about the facts. Now, so far as the matter is concerned, I submit only this thing that while you proceed, there should be adherence of this particular thing, nothing more, nothing less. I may get a chance, I may not get a chance. My rights will not crystallize by virtue of giving this particular provision of law.
আসুন।
এত মামলা লিস্ট কেন?
আগে যা আছে এগুলো কিছু দাও দরকার নেই। The petitioner, না এটা এটা বলে দেবো, the petitioner affidavit of service টা দিতে বলুন তো, করেছে কিনা, ও আবার করবে না। Affidavit of service, affidavit of service filed on behalf of the petitioner is taken on record. The petitioner shall, by way of the present writ petition, has challenged has sought for cancellation of the impugned selected list of the candidates published on 13th August 2024 in terms of employment notification number 1834/P&RD dated 29 September 2017. Mr. Parthasarathi Bhattacharya, the senior advocate appearing for the petitioner, submits that. Which rule, sir?
West Bengal, there is a reservation of Post Act 1972.
Submits that provisions, rule 4, section 4, section 4, of the West Bengal scheduled caste and scheduled tribes within bracket reservation of vacancies in services and posts bracket close Act 1976 has not been followed while preparing the list of the candidates for appearing in the interview. Hence, such list could be cancelled. Mr. Tanvir Zamil Mondol in reply submits that as per the notification, the list of candidates successful in the written examination is to be published in descending order, which has been made. Further, referring to order dated 20th February 2025, you have a copy of that order in contempt application?
Your Lordship, soft copy, if I may.
Okay. So, any other order subsequent to this order has been passed?
Last order was 20th February 2025.
2020 passed in CPAN 78 of 2024 in MAT 1826 of 2022. He submits that state respondents have already informed the court that steps have been taken for completion of final results of examination. Since the court taking up contempt application is a session of the matter, he submits that the prayer of writ petition making application of results in a particular form is uncalled for and therefore the writ petition is liable to be dismissed. Thank you. Right. তারপরে 3 থেকে সেম করবে, ঠিক আছে? এই অর্ডারটা 3 থেকে আর্লিয়ার কোড করে দিও। It is made clear that this court has not gone into the merits of the writ petition. The petitioner shall have the right to agitate. The petitioner shall have can agitate his rights as provided under the statute.
Can you mention the statute? Otherwise, this will again create a confusion.
No confusion create. It is open to, because in this order also I have indicated that since there is a contempt application, I am not getting into the propriety of the preparation of the lists. Huh? With the aforesaid observation, the writ petition being number.
Your Lordship had indicated in my Lord's order about this particular provision.
Yes.
That's a thing.
Both the application. Which are the other application? দুটোতে একই order. Same order.
72 and 73.
My lord.
Separate order. Separate petition, separate order.
My other side is here, my lord. Mr. Haldar is not.
Mr. Haldar is here for last 1 year.
Difficulty is, my lord.
Millard, the lordship may pass Millard direction Millard. I'm immediately filing it. The affidavit of service before your lordship. I'll hand it. Yes, it has all has been sir. All has been.
Not today, go down. No.
My lord.
On next Thursday.
Hey, Haldar, is na.
Hey, lordship may pass Millard. I'll hand it over
Sir,
to your lordship.
the affidavit has not come.
Very
So,
good.
if you are in the course of the time, you could have submitted it.
Sent it Millard.
Then on Thursday, next Thursday.
My lord.
But, that matter 72 years.
My lord, for the one thing
Hey,
I would like to point out one thing, my lord.
Just. ওনার ম্যাটারটা কত নম্বর আইটেম নম্বর 71 71টা আপনি থার্সডেতে করে দিন ফার্স্ট ডেতে আমরা নেব তো 25 এর মোশন নেব, ওটা মোশনেই অ্যাপিয়ার করবে, ঠিক আছে?
My lord, on
ইয়েস স্যার।
That is 508. 508.
Except 5 days. But see, the tradition is going on last 6 months. Every Friday.
The matter will not be hard.
Because of that. May happen in
No, on Friday at 3 p.m. if it is taken up, then your matter can reach.
Last Friday that it was mentioned as 3 p.m. you know, so that these people are going to share that the matter.
আবার নেবে গেছে। Who is on the other side?
The mark is here. I am not able to state, but the plan is good. Because
No, there was a order, previous order, when in which the BDO was to serve a notice to the Pradhan for his appearance. Suppose he supports.
I served the notice they have appeared.
Pradhan appeared.
Who was appearing for Pradhan?
Pradhan appeared, my lord, Pradhan appeared other day, and my lord, that is the case that where the, my lord, the appointment has been given to old person perhaps.
আচ্ছা, ঠিক আছে, দেখুন 3 p.m. এ একটা কোনো ফ্রাইডেতে এটা ফিক্স করবো, কিন্তু আদার সাইড তো নেই। ওয়েট ঠিক আছে, একটা ডেট বলো, ওনাকে বলো ডেট। তাহলে একটা কাজ করি না, ওনাকে বলি নেক্সট উইকে আবার মেনশন করতে। হ্যাঁ স্যার, জাস্ট আ মিনিট স্যার, you mention on Tuesday or Wednesday. Huh? Give a notice to the other side. In presence of the sides, I will fix a date for it. Yeah. Huh?
My lord,
Give it. That.
may I,
No,
my lord,
Mr.
may I
Har-
point out one thing, my lord? Your lordship, your lordship allowed 441.
Very short matter, the Panchayat authority issued a legal aid certificate in favor of a third person holding that he is the son of my father without any authority. Mr.
My lord,
That is
my lord, my lord,
that is
441.
creating, my lord, so much trouble. And my lord knows, my lord, the Panchayat, under the Panchayat Act, there is no provision.
My lord, one
And
second,
Panchayat-
my lord, one second,
Panchayat sitting, my lord, with-
my lord, my lord, one second, your lordship allowed my mentioning. My lord, one second, your lordship, my lord, one